Cherrelle is known for hits like I Didn't Mean to Turn You On. Yeah, right. Everything I Missed at Home. Don't you love I Didn't Mean to Turn You On. Right, in this hot black miniskirt, but I didn't mean it. You Look Good to Me. She's also tasted success with Alexander O'Neal, her partner, on several songs like Saturday Love and Never Knew Love Like This. But most importantly, Cherrelle begins phase 2 of her musical career with new producers and a new album. The album is entitled The Woman I Am. And here to tell us about the woman she is Cherrelle. Hi.
Hi, Daddy.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm great.
Good.
It's so good to see you. Always a pleasure.
Me too.
Yeah, but you're not with Jimmy and Terry anymore. That had to feel strange at first.
It was very strange because, you know, I've been spoiled by Jam and Lewis.
Right.
So it was really strange. But what I did was had taken a part of my career and a part of me and grew. You know, I've just been growing and growing since Jam and Lewis have been with me from the beginning of my career. You know what I'm saying? And they taught me so much, you know, what I've learned from them. And I just decided, hey, Cherrelle's growing, and let me tell you, I had the courage. I have a lot of courage now, you know what I mean? And let's take this chance and stand out on your own. And I did it.
Were you scared at first? Though?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, you say you have courage, but you can still be scared.
Well, you know what? Courage is one thing, but scariness is another. I was real scared the whole time. I was very scared because it's real strange when you become under the wings of someone like Jam and Lewis, you know what I mean?
Right,
and then you come, you say, well, okay, you're going into phase 2 of your career. You've grown up, your audience have grown with you, you know what I mean? And Jam and Lewis feeling like, you know, I would call Terry on the telephone and say, Too, what do you think, you know? And he says, how's your album? I said, God, it's really hard. So what it did was made me respect what they've done and made me feel good about Cherrelle doing what I'm doing right now as becoming a career woman in this business, you know.
Right.
It's fun.
Yeah, so you worked with several different producers on this album. Did you pick them yourself?
Yeah, I did. I was the executive producer also.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I really took on a job.
So as an executive producer, what do you do?
God, you pick the songs. Basically, you take control of your whole career, your whole album. I picked the songs. I was in mastering. I was in editing. I dealt with the video shoot. I picked the producers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you really do it all, I mean, when you're the executive producer.
Yeah, that's what Jam and Lewis used to do for me all the time.
But do you share producers' credits as well on the album?
Yeah.
I mean, with the different producers that you work with?
Yeah, I co-produce with some of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what about writing?
Yeah, I wrote too.
So this is phase 2.
Yeah, it is. It really
Yeah.
is. It really is.
What's been your inspiration for some of the songs that you've written? I mean, is it always from personal experience?
Not all songs are from personal experience. Some of them are just good songs. You know, I can just get some songs from a writer, and it just hits me, it moves me. And if it's not a personal thing, it's usually something that's happening in somebody else's life, I know, or just life in general.
So you mean, I'm a friend of yours, and I'm having trouble at home, it could show up on your album?
That's right. That's right.
Is that right? Everything I Missed at Home?
You know, people were so mad at me about that song. Guys, I mean, some guys was like, oh, Cherrelle, you have started something in my household. He said, my wife just told me these are the things I'm missing on. Now listen to her. Just listen to her. And I was like, God, I didn't mean to start anything.
You say that. You've been starting stuff all along,
No,
you know?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
You look good to me. You got the guys barking and stuff. You know, I mean, it goes way back.
Yeah.
Did you miss Alexander O'Neal on this album, though?
Oh,
you've always had to duet with
God.
Alex.
I missed Alex so much. But you know what? It's not over with Alex and I. We're going to do a complete Cherrelle, Alexander O'Neal album.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's not over.
Wow.
It's not over.
Why didn't you do one cut on this album? Is it?
Well, you know, the whole Flight Time thing consisted of, in the beginning, of Cherrelle, Alexander O'Neal, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, and we have Janet, then, you know what I mean? So what we started doing is kind of breaking it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Alex was doing his thing. I started doing my thing. Jam and Lewis got record label now. They got Sounds of Blackness and Mint Condition, all these. Everybody's just blowing up, doing their own thing now.
Yeah, so everybody just started branching out, doing different things.
Well, we all learn from each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just learn from each other. So comes a point in your life, you have to take that step. But you have to feel secure and feel strong enough to be able to make that move, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all.
Oh, I'm sure it's not.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the first video that is a result of this move that Cherrelle made. It's real good, too. I like it a lot. It's called Never in My Life. That is real nice. I love that. Never in my life, Cherrelle. I was telling you, the first time I heard it, I said, it sounded a lot like Everything I Miss at Home to me.
That's right.
But as weeks went by, I really fell in love with that song. It kind of grows on you like that,
it's one of those
doesn't it?
kind of songs that grows on you. It's a song that you have to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 'Cause if you don't, you kind of lose it.
Right.
You'll lose it a little bit. But it's a song, and when I say lose it, I don't want anyone to take me wrong. I don't have any faith in what's going on here. And when I say lose it, it's just a thing where when you say never mind, like, what does this girl mean? You know,
Right.
how Everything I Miss at Home was like that too. People was like, what is she talking about?
Oh, I don't know. I'm kind of like them guys that usually were coming up to you. Like, I knew exactly what you were talking about. Everything I Miss at Home. This album, you don't have as much dance stuff on this album as past albums. So
But
why?
I do. I have some. I got a house song, Still in Love with You.
Oh, is that
It's
right?
kind of like, cute.
Yeah, but is it? You have more ballads than you
Yeah, I have
normally
more
have?
mid-tempo and more ballads than I normally have.
Mm-hmm.
You
Is
know,
that by
but-
design, or is it just came out
It
that
just
way?
came out that way. This is one of the albums that came out. I did this strictly on feel.
Oh, really?
Strictly on feel.
Yeah. Well, you talk about how much you learned with Jimmy and Terry. I can only imagine how much you've learned over the last year putting your own album together.
God, it was not easy. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Is it rough being a woman executive producer? in
No
this business?
question, no question. Because you have to fight. You know, sometimes they think we don't know what we're talking about.
Right.
You know, and basically I feel as an artist and a female artist that you basically know what you feel more than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because nowadays you have a lot of the rap and stuff going on, which I love, you know, but you still have to go back and listen to stuff. So I have to remember the things I used to listen to when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the only thing that's left stuck with me. And I said, every song that came at me was a song that you hear on my album. And I just loved it. It just hit here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you listen to as a kid?
God. Ooh, Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle, The Temptations.
Yeah.
And then when I got older and started really getting into music, I started going back to the old 50s stuff. And that's where Gee Whiz, the Carla Thomas song,
Right,
Gee Whiz, and Baby It's You. I just started listening to old stuff. I was like, this stuff was grooving. I was born.
Yeah, you came a lot after
Yeah, a
that.
lot after that.
Yeah, well, it was great to have you on the show today.
Good
It
to
really
see you,
was.
Donnie.
Good to see you. I wish you best of luck with your new album.
And thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, Cherrelle, our guest today on Video Soul. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.